communication can play a role in relationship. So hello everyone, my name is Irene, and I am the moderator for the panel discussion today. So before to start, and you may wonder, oh, should I get married? I would like to introduce you to this map. So maybe before you wonder how to get married, you should see this map. So this is a map about the divorce rate in the world. And you can see it here. It's really interesting data. You can see like the Russia is among the highest rate of divorce in the world. 74%, it means that 3 marriages out of 4 is ending up in a divorce. And in China, it's among the top 7 countries as well. So luckily, I didn't marry a Russian, but I did marry someone that is American, and then I got divorced, and then I was in a relationship, and then I became a mom, and now I'm really happily to be single. So if you can see here, if you marry someone in the Western, like America or France, you have 50% of chance of getting into a divorce. So it means that 1 wedding out of 2 is ended up being divorced. So now, let me ask you, raise your hand if you're Vietnamese or married to a Vietnamese person. Yeah, Vietnamese? Vietnamese who's Vietnamese? Yeah, okay. Raise your hand if you are Indian or married to Indian.
Single out.
Okay, so Vietnam and India, you are safe. Because if you see in green in this map, the country that has the lowest divorce rate is India. Only 1%. So it means that 1 wedding out of 52,000 ended up being in a divorce. And Vietnam is the lowest bottom 2 country, only 7%. So it means that you are safe. Vietnamese and India. So the secret of marriage, maybe people wonder, what is it? But it's not about never having any argument. It's about how you argue and how you make things up. And today, we will explore the topic about communication in marriage among 4 panelists to see 4 different points of view. First one, we have YongYi. He's been dating for 2 years, and last week in Bangkok, on a beautiful rooftop in a restaurant, he just proposed to his fiancée, who says, yes! And then you have Brent, who's been dating for a very short time in a romantic relationship for 7 years. And now he is building a new team with his new wife, and he's freshly married for 7 months. So single? Any singles here? Yeah?
Guys.
Single woman?
Yeah, women only.
Okay, don't touch.
Right.
Just freshly married. And then we have Delma. 33 years of relationship with 25 years of marriage, and happily married with 2 children. So she will share the wisdom around communication in marriage. And then we have the lovely, beautiful Sin, 17 years of relationship with 10 years of marriage, and she has a perspective of knowing what is divorce, and has 3 children. Welcome, Sen. So this is our panel discussion, and we will have a first part of Q&A, and then we'll have a surprise part for you. Okay? So the first question would be, what made you say yes or I do? So ladies first, I would like to ask a wisdom them.
Some of you may know my husband is extremely handsome. And he was rich. And he was so talented with every musical instrument. And also he played rugby. He spoke good, decent English and Vietnamese. So why not? But why I said I do? Because the thing is, one time I visited his place and I met his parents, of course, and I saw his father showed respect to his wife and he cooked for family. And I thought, oh, okay, like a father, like a son. His father cooks and he's gonna cook too. That made me sad. I do, and of course, he cooks for our family. I don't regret.
Very nice. So who would want a husband that cooks for us? Oh yeah, me too. Really nice insight. Okay, to the next lady, Sen. What made you say yes or I do?
Okay, one of the best decisions I made is I say yes to a marriage. And the reason why I said yes, firstly, he doesn't look handsome like Delma husband, but the good news is he was a Toastmaster. And because of him, I know about our community. That is the first reason. The second reason is we know each other for more than 10 years. We are high school friends in same class. He was the most talented student and he loved me with his whole heart. He took care for my sister, my parents. So I have no reason to say no.
Did you know, for all the guests and members here, Toastmasters is not only about public speaking or leadership. For those who raise their hand about being single, hey, you can find love here too. Who found love in Toastmaster?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. All right. The next question it goes to YongYi. What made you propose to your girlfriend?
The reason why I proposed to my girlfriend was because of 3 reasons. 1 is respect. 2 is peace. 3, he is very flexible. That stands for personality, and also the fact that she's pretty.
Oh, pretty. Oh yes. You want to marry someone that you feel also attractive, right? With all your life, same person. So that's a very important point. Thank you, YongYi. How about you, Brent?
Can you repeat the question?
What made you say yes or I do?
Well, it was getting on to 7 years and I had a choice. It was either propose or she's going to leave me. But that's not entirely true. No, she's a beautiful person inside and out. She's very caring and giving. She's got a wonderful family. She treats people well. And probably one of my flaws is that took so long is I try to wait for everything to be perfect. Like I'm a perfectionist. And she accepted my past. And there's not a lot of people who know about my past. No one knows about my past here. But she does, and she accepted that. It's nothing bad or anything too bad. Don't worry about that. But she accepted that. And then she also got on well with my family as well in Australia, in Melbourne. And it just found like a perfect fit. And one other thing, if I've just got time. So it's funny, where I stay with my mum and dad in Melbourne, her auntie and uncle, who she's very close with, just lives 10 minutes up the road from them. So 10 minutes away. So when we're in Melbourne, when I get sick of her, I just drive her up to her aunties and uncles and she stays there for a few days and gives me some rest. So yeah, that's another good thing as well.
Marriage is also, you marry someone that you feel safe to accept who you are, but also your background and your past. Very nice sharing. Thank you very much. The next question I have is, what is something about communication in your relationship that gives you confidence for marriage? And this question goes to YongYi.
There's something about communication.
Communication in your relationship that gives you confidence for marriage.
As many of you may know, last time I gave a speech about communication and relationships. Long story short, I was able to do a weekly catch-up with my fiance. I can't call her girlfriend anymore. Every single week, we talk to each other about the 3 things that we love or appreciate about each other, and we also mention about 1 thing we need to improve this week. And we've been very consistent on doing that since the very, very beginning of the relationship. At first, she thought it was really weird, but luckily, she agreed to do it. And after about 2 to 3 months in, she realized that this is extremely helpful. I can finally complain about what I want to complain about in front of you without you being angry at me. Same with me. And because of that, I realized that it's a lot easier for me not to hide anything from my fiance. And I could just have a safe space to just tell her, hey, I don't like the fact that you did this. Or if she said, hey, I don't like the fact that you keep coming home late, or any sorts of examples. And because of that open communication, we're able to give each other the confidence that we trust each other, and there's more honesty between us, and we have nothing to hide.
Wow. Open communication, being able to receive feedback is something very important in a relationship. And thank you so much for this sharing. The next question I have for Brent. What is the biggest communication adjustment since getting married?
You just say yes and nod. Okay, honey, no problem. But we've been together now for 7 years, so getting married wasn't something entirely different to us. But we have different cultures. For instance, she's very saving, and I'm kind of very wasting in terms of little things. Like when I go out, I leave the aircon on or I leave the fan on, and she's like, why you leave that on? That costs electric. Why you do that? And then I have to understand it from her perspective as well. In Western society, we are quite wasteful. Whereas where she grew up in a time when they didn't have much food, they didn't have electricity. So for her, that part's very important to her as well. Same with food. Like even if we waste food, she gets very upset. So I just adjust to that, and I don't waste food. I don't leave the fan on. I don't leave the air conditioner on. I just turn it off and keep the peace. But we get on well in terms of that. And it's also just understanding the different aspects of my culture versus her culture. For example, just a long time ago, she wanted us to wear matching outfits. Like the couples wear those outfits. And I was so against that. She was so upset with that. But in Western culture, that's something we don't do. That's something the guy doesn't do. But over here, it's something they did do. So then we just had to talk about that. And now she understands why I didn't do that. And that was completely fine. But at the start, she was quite upset with that because she took that as an insult. But that's just the issue with the communication and the cultures.
Yes. It's true. Very nice sharing.
Thanks.
When we're married, we marry also the person with the different culture that we have. And sometimes it requires some adjustment. And it's a really nice example that you share with us. The next question goes to, how do you handle stonewalling or silent treatment in a relationship? How do you handle stonewalling or silent treatment in a relationship? Maybe Delma, you can share something for us?
Do you think this is bad things in relationship?
Yes.
Oh. It is important to have this.
Yes.
So whenever we speak, we always, Toastmaster said, policy is important to deliver impactful messages. It's like this. So when you are so upset and you just talk, and your spouse feel offended, and of course, you just both of you need to cool down and then kind of a thinking chair and just think and reflect and control your anger or any complicated issue, then you can go back to the deeper, cool, calm down discussion or talk. And that way you can have more healthier discussion and relationship. So I encourage you to have silent walling and also silent treatment. It is really useful way for you avoid conflict.
Coming
Yes.
from 25 years of marriage, I think we can take this wisdom. How about you, Sen? What's your opinion on that?
I totally agree with Delma, because what I learned is when we cannot fix the relationship if we have not fixed ourselves, right? If we have purpose of having a happy relationship, how can we bring our broken self to fix, right? So having a silent time to have better understanding about yourself, healing yourself before you getting back to other is always a best solution to maintain a good relationship with others. And I believe that it's not only work with, husband, wife, but to all other people around us. Because when we feel hurt and broken, it's very easy for us to hurt other people, even your kids, your friends. Luckily, not Toastmaster.
It's really nice from this perspective of the two women. It's about the silent treatment. It's about healing ourselves. It's about pausing, so we can go into the communication in a more healthy way. Very nice sharing. How about the man here? Maybe YongYi? What is your take on that one?
Funny story. In our relationship, I feel like I'm more the lady, and my fiance is more the man because I'm the emotional type, and my fiance is actually logical. So whenever we have an argument, I really want her to respond to me right away, like, "What do you want? Like, tell me, why are you feeling this way?" And the entire time she just stonewalled me, like. Just like, I don't want to talk right now. And I'm like, okay.
Come on.
I'm like, okay, I understand. So I realized that sometimes this is a tough challenge for emotional people, and the best way for you to do that is, typically logical people, they're more reserved and they're more protective of their thoughts. And the only way for you to make a logical people to open up is for you to make it safe for them to feel like sharing. So what I learned over the years, well, it's 2 years, not 15 years. I learned that I just stay quiet, let it go, and give her time to process her thoughts. Typically, logical people need time to process whatever they're thinking. And typically about at the end of the day or the next day, she will just randomly say, okay, yeah, I'm ready to talk about it. So that's when we start to have the civil, calm, peaceful discussion afterwards.
Very nice.
Yeah, the most important thing is we never yell at each other.
So never yell at each other, and this is a time and space for the other to respond and recover emotionally. Really nice. Thank you, YongYi. How about you, Brent? Quickly about that.
Well, the funniest thing was when we first started dating and being together, I am the stubborn one. She was the one who would try and get me to talk if I was upset with her or anything. But it's funny how when you spend time together, you end up turning into that person. Now, she's the stubborn one, and I'm the one that's trying to talk to her when she's when we have an argument or that. So now it's me trying to get her to talk, where before, now she's the one that's being stubborn.
It's interesting how you can adapt each other into the personality, isn't it? Really nice sharing. Thank you. What is one habit or ritual that you and your spouse maintain to bond, to strengthen your bond? And this question goes to Delma.
This question said one. But the thing is, we have 4 panels. Why we have 4 panels? Because there is no one textbook for your marriage. So it should be more richer on habits you need to maintain your relationships. Because on the way here, I saw the 4-car crash. So that's why I came a little bit late. Life, we don't know what happens. So if you just set one habit, one richer for your marriage or relationship, if you are not flexible, or it's gonna ruin that richer, gonna ruin your relationship. So be flexible, and whenever you need to do something new, habit or richer, just do it and try every time. Whenever you need to do, just do it, and then that is the how you can maintain your relationship. So that's why I cannot really present one ritual here. Yes.
Very nice sharing. Okay, beautiful. So now we will enter into a mini table topic for panelists. So you will have 3 rounds. The first round is 1-minute table topic for our panelists. You have 1 minute to answer this question, all right? And the second round will be 30 seconds. And then the last round will be 15 seconds. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right, let's go. The first one, you don't have to agree on everything to be in love, but you do need to agree on how you disagree. That one goes to YongYi.
For me and my fiance, we agree on many things. We want to have family, we want to have kids. The thing that we disagree on is the number of kids. My fiance thinks that she can only have 1 because after she has 2, she might be fat and ugly. So the entire time, I have to spend my entire life's work to convince her to have maybe 2 or 3 kids because we're trying to help with the population.
Oh, excellent thing. I hope that you can convince your fiance about that. All right. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage and half shut afterwards. Keep your eyes wide open before marriage and half shut afterwards. From Benjamin Franklin. This goes to Delma.
Wow.
My husband and I dated for 8 years. We met when we were 19 years old. We grew together. That means I knew everything about him, and he knew about everything. And then before marriage, of course, we tried to understand fully each other. But the thing is, even 8 years, I found out something new about him after marriage. Gosh, he's this guy? Okay. But I didn't really try to change him into what I knew. And I just accepted. I just respect who he was. I think that is really important. If you respect, where you want me to say? If you respect others, you can just take and then admit who she or he is.
Very nice. You cannot know the whole person before the wedding, so you can maybe discover something. But then, just like I said, who he is. Really beautiful sharing. Thank you, Delma. The next one. The greatest marriage are built on teamwork, a mutual respect, and a healthy dose of admiration. This goes to Sen. The greatest marriage are built on teamwork, a mutual respect, and a healthy dose of admiration. 1 minute for you.
What I do like about getting married is not about 1 + 1 = 2. It's about 0.5 plus 0.5 = 1.
Oh.
Why I'm saying that? Because as human beings, we have our own value. We have own dream or what we want to do in life. But when we're getting married, we are not building ourselves better, but we're building one family. So in order to build one family, it should be like I cannot be the whole myself, and then he cannot be the whole himself. But what we can keep to build one goal. Like we are here, we're building a Toastmaster community. We have something we could not speak, like politics, sexual, and religions. Okay, so we need to follow one goal to build one family.
One goal for one family. I hope you can take that with you. It's not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriage. It's not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriage. Brent, you have 1 minute.
I think at the start of a relationship, you have more of a friendship than actual marriage. You're fun, you're doing things together, you're joking around. But as time goes on and you get to know one another, then that friendship fades away. Some things that used to be fun, you no longer do because you get comfortable around one another. I think what it means is you still need to have fun and have that friendship. Like with my friends, we have a lot of fun and laughs together, and you still need to have that in a marriage. You still got to have a sense of humor, not take yourself so seriously, and keep having that fun so it doesn't become a burden and too serious, where you're just going through the routine of daily life day by day. So that's about it.
I'm in relationship with the daily life. We ended up forgetting the fun and we're getting into the chores and the seriousness. But yes, maintain the fun, maintain the humor and the lightness in relationship. Really nice, Toastmaster Brent. Now, second round of this topic. Ooh. Panelists have 30 seconds to answer this question. All right. After a tough talk, what is your secret to repairing the connection and get back into the pillow talk? After a tough talk, what is your secret to repairing the connection and get back to the pillow talk? This goes to YongYi. 30 seconds for you.
It's very easy to make my fiance mad, and it's also very easy to make my fiance happy. All you need to do is drive her to work every day, pick her up from work every day, clean up the cat's poop, do her laundry, fold her laundry, put on socks on her feet before she sleeps. If you keep doing that, she will open up to you after a while, no matter what.
So, single man or soon-to-be married man, you know what to do, right? Boom! Excellent take. All right, how about you, Brent, on that one?
Okay. Well, she doesn't need anything special. She doesn't need a fancy dinner, an expensive dinner, a nice bottle of wine. Really simple. Just take her out to for some snails, sitting on the little plastic chairs, and she's happy. That's all we need. Thanks.
Very nice. Sometimes we don't need fancy things. Just eat up and up. Who loves to eat up?
Me.
Wow, like street food is amazing for that right here. So just bring and have this connection time. Excellent. Next question. Is there ever a right time for a tough talk? Is there ever a right time for a tough talk? Toastmaster Sen, 30 seconds, your take.
Yes, it is. There's a right time for tough talk because I believe that in any relationship we have some conflicts that need to be solved, and choosing the right time to have a direct talk is really important in case two parties want to fix and to improve it. And as we talked before, if we are broken and if your partner is in some stressful situation, it's not a good time for us to bring out some solutions that need to be solved. So it's a yes for me.
There is a yes, there is a right time for a tough talk. Really nice. How about you, Delma?
I can say, not my time. I have to check his time. Because whether it is a good time for him to listen to me and take well. And if I have a talk, which is not good time for him, I cannot have a good talk. So widely, I checked whether it is a good time or a good time for him, then that is the right time for us.
So the right time for him is the right time for us, and we need to check that. All right, girls? Oh, beautiful. Now, the third round, 15 seconds. Table topics, 15 seconds. Let's go. One secret about marriage. One secret about marriage. Toastmaster Sen. One secret about marriage. 15 seconds.
Okay, one secret about marriage is that it's not everything in our life. It's a part of life, and like everything is changing, even ourselves. And in order to building it up, we need to improve ourselves learning every day. So it's not the end. It's not forever an internal thing that stays the same. So yeah.
So marriage is evolving. It's not always the same, and it's not the end of the life. Really nice, beautiful. Delma, what's your take on that one?
Respect your spouse as well as yourself. If you just respect your spouse, you cannot. And you have to respect both. And then also you can keep distance for each other. The right distance makes a healthy relationship.
Really good. You listen and respect your spouse and respect yourself. Beautiful. One sentence. What is your golden rule for communication in relationship? In one sentence, what is the golden rule for communication in relationship? Your take, Brent. 15 seconds.
Okay. You accept them at their best and you accept them at their worst.
Really nice. Accept them at their best and accept them at their worst. Very well. How about you, YongYi?
You give them the respect that they deserve and show them the value that they're worth.
Oh. Can you say that again, please?
You give them the respect that they deserve and the value they're worth.
All right, I hope you can take that inside. Really nice, beautiful. So we're right towards the end of a panel discussion. May we take some questions from the audience? Yes, Levi.
I have a question about silent treatment. I think silent treatment and Cold War is different things, right? Silent treatment only a short period of time after the agreement. Sometimes in marriage, you will have the Cold War. What is the Cold War like? don't talk to each other for a long time. You there, you do your own things, and just see each other in the house and go back to your room like that. So the Cold War is something more serious than silent treatment. So how you tackle that, like connect back to your partner in the Cold War?
Who would you want to address this question to?
I would like to ask the one that have the most experience. That's when the Delma.
Yeah, I am the one who has a lot of experience, like, but the thing is, I haven't really got the really cold words or the silent period. The thing is, we don't really have that. We try to solve it as soon as possible, especially when we have the kids around us. Because that's why from my side, I try to do something what I don't do usually for him, such as cooking. And then that is a kind of a signal, honey, maybe I said something wrong. I hurt you. Okay, and he got some signal. Okay, Delma is trying to melt this icing the cold period, and then he responds. So I think it is a good to have a kind of the ritual, yeah, to the meltdown during the icing moments between the couples or the family. Okay, thank you, Delma. Thank you. Audience, your turn. Yes, Madam Maris.
I want to ask what to say. So how to deal with the confusion? If in a situation that we want one to turn left and one to turn right, how to deal with this if the confusion happens?
Okay. So it happens a lot in a family, and especially when we have kids. For example, I want my kids to have a lot of time to traveling and explore the world, and while my ex-husband is really want my kids to have the best result at school. So it's really important for us to communicate and meet somewhere in our communication. Then I think it's come back to my principle in marriage. It's not 1 + 1 = 2, but it's 0.5 plus 0.5. So at school, it's important to communicate with my kids if they want to have a good result, and if they want to do it, how they can meet it. But in a summer holiday or in winter break, then I will take them to wherever we want to go. And then that's how they experience different life and have different perspective for themselves. So later on, when they come back to life, they know how to see things differently. So it's how we balance our perspective.
How we balance our perspective. Really nice. Yes. To the guests here. Yes.
Hi, Rachel. I have a question. In terms of relationship and marriage, we always talk about together. But how about me time? And how does it change after marriage? I would love to have, can I address?
Yes, please.
The youngest and seem to be oldest. I mean, like more experienced person, like the answer, like YongYi and I don't know.
So the freshly married are Brent, and the soon to be married is YongYi.
Yes, please.
Brent?
Both.
Both. All right, your take on that one.
It's a great question because I love my alone time, and she understands that from the start. And it wasn't something different when we got married, where all of a sudden I wanted my alone time. She knows that and she understands that. But from the start, I was very upfront and I said, I like my alone time and that's it. And now I have a lot of alone time to myself. Like I play tennis with my friends, but I also ride the motorbike around Saigon. And she's fine with that. She doesn't see it as like a negative thing. And do you know what the funny thing is? How I talked about people becoming one another when they're together for quite a long time. Now she likes her alone time too. So that's how it changed. Where before, she didn't understand that. But now she likes her alone time. Maybe she's just sick of me already. Who knows?
Really nice.
Yeah.
So how about you, YongYi?
Another funny story. All the relationships that I had before, whenever I'm with the girlfriend that I had before, typically we would do extremely well together. And then maybe after about a month or two, I said, hey, I have to kick you out. Why is that? I need my alone time. It's like, okay, but I could just be here. I'll just be quiet. It's like, no, you need to get out of the house. I need alone time for at least 2 or 3 days. That's how it was before. But a really great test for me was that when I'm with my fiance now, I actually don't mind seeing her every single day. So my alone time, I'm actually okay with her being inside my bubble. That's that. So I think maybe that's a secret. If you're able to be comfortable with yourself, being yourself around that person, and let that person inside your bubble.
Let that person inside your bubble. Beautiful. I think we have a lot of questions from the audience, but we will go into the break later so you can ask for panelists. So we arrive at the end of this panel discussion. So I would like to thank you very much to the 4 panelists. Thank you very much to the audience. And if I have one last tip, it will be don't go to bed angry.
Irene, can I add one?
Yes.
As you said, don't go to the bed angry.
Yes.
And the next line, don't go out angry as well.
Rakesh?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really.
Thanks, Irene.
Thank you. Thank you, beautiful.
That's my first one. Done. Check. You give the seat to me, huh?
No, I'm looking for.
No.
Thank you, Irene. We have a really good today. And now, I would like to invite Rakesh for the evaluation.